Hello and good super evening. Today is June 25th, 1996, and I'm your host, Shawar Khan, of the definition of super. Now, you have just tuned into the super awesome, super cool, and super happening Khan talk show. Now, today we have a super being that's going to express his super life and how we overcame those challenges. It's only possible with one and only person, Lance Armstrong. Now, everyone, please put your hands together for him. Thank you everyone and Shawar for a very warm welcome. Well, Lance, how has it been? We haven't seen you on TV since forever. Now Lance here, ladies and gentlemen, has gone through a lot of things, including cancer. Now Lance, how has that super journey been for you? Well, Shawar, it was terrible. I still have scars from the chemotherapy and surgery, and that's why I'm wearing this hat to hide the scars. But to put it in more sympathetic words, this journey was like a roller coaster. It had its ups and downs, but without the ups and more of downs. There was a pain in the behind, and I suffered every drop of it. Well, Lance, we do sympathize with you, and that seems to be very super painful. And how about your mother? How was she during your cancer treatment? Well, you see, it seemed like she suffered the most from my treatment. Maybe because she's the one that raised me from a no one to a someone. I love my mother, Shawar. I mean, there's no words that can describe the love that I have for her. You can't even find it in the dictionary. She was the one that stood right beside me every second during the treatment. And not only the treatment, my life. Aw, that's super adorable. Now, everyone here knows about your childhood and how you grew from those difficult times. But can you share anything that we might not know? My life, as we speak of it, was molded and shaped by the old towns of Texas. I fell into love riding through it every afternoon, mile after mile. And when I used to come home, my mother used to take me to a local 7-Eleven to buy Slurpees and try to spoil me with a 50-cent drink. And my mother was 17 when she had me, and she thought, and everyone thought that she couldn't raise me as a child, even my father. So he left us behind, stranded us to face the world. And my mother never gave up. She always used to say, make every obstacle an opportunity. And that's what we did. She worked at minimum wage and made ends meet, and eventually got a job that made her earn $12,000 a year. And later in her life, she married a man named Armstrong. I still have nightmares about him because he used to beat me in my childhood for the little things, for kids things. And it's not physical pain that really affected me, it's the emotional pain. It's how a father could hit his own child. That's what's been hurting me still now. I feel super sorry for what happened to you in your childhood. In fact, we all do. But the unanswered question here seems to be, what has motivated you to become a biker? Why a biker? It's the strangest thing an American do. To tell you the truth, Shawar, I was never good at anything associated with the ball. I lacked the ability of eye-hand coordination, so I decided to ride my bike. At first, it was a hobby to me. And as time passed by, I started to love my bike, and I wanted to compete with it. So I got enrolled in a local triathlon, and I won while breaking the record. So that's when I decided I'm better off on this bike than being a blue-collar worker. Wow! Who would have known? So Lance, you didn't tell us about your girl. Who is she, and how is she? Her name is Kristen, but I call her Kick for short, and she's a very special girl to me. Nothing is serious right now, but this is a personal matter, so can you please not ask these questions again? Just trying to build up a relationship. So please, there's no more questions relating to it. Okay, well, anyways, Lance, how about those super sponsors that were sponsoring you? Did they leave you behind when they heard that you have cancer, or did they stick with you? No, they actually stayed with me, and they were really humble towards me. Even big companies like Nike. That was the source of my income. The money that they gave fueled my toys, but they actually looked past that and helped me like a friend would help another friend. And I respect them. Yeah. Super cool. How nice of them. Okay, Lance, will you tell us about the most important person in your life, except your mother and Kristen? Anyone else? Actually, that's very hard to decide, and I can't single out one single person that's very close to me, other than my mother and Kristen. But I do have a list which includes all the doctors and nurses that brought me back to health, my teammates, my sponsors, Jim, Joanne, Steve, and anyone else that I can't remember off my top of my head right now, which I apologize. And I can't put that in, narrow it down to one single person. Wow, super cool, man. That's a super answer to a super hard question. Well, anyways, Lance, are you gonna get back onto your bike anytime soon? As of right now, Shiwar, I'm ill and I'm trying to gain back my strength from the chemotherapy that I just finished a couple months ago. And I lost at least 15 pounds of muscle because of it, and not counting the body weight. And I have to earn it back. So to answer your question, no, I'm not going to start biking as of this year, which is I'm going to start biking and practicing biking next year, and get serious the end of next year after that. So Lance, would you consider yourself an American hero? And do you think you achieved your American dream? No, no. I can't think of myself as a hero. I just survived cancer and that's all. And as far as reaching the American dream, I think I learned a lot through the cancer and that things that happened to me are what I am right now. Shawar, I live with the motto, your past forms you, whether you like it or not. Each encounter and experience has its own effect and you're shaped by it. I live with this every day and this is what I've been thinking about when I had cancer. So it actually is very motivating when you're in bed and when you think of something very motivational. Alright, Mr. Armstrong, that ends our super time together. We hope that you come back to our Khan talk show, and we all hope you have a super future. Now, don't go anywhere, because there's more to come just in a bit.